Talking about fear and why y'all are afraid to get started in your businesses. I got about 5 different things that I hear on a day to day. Just the other day, I put on my story, I was asking y'all some questions, surveying you guys, trying to figure out what your mindset is, what's keeping you guys from getting started. And 98% of you guys said that you're scared, you're fearful. This fear is a very real thing. It's a very real emotion. No matter how many followers, no matter how much money, no matter how much experience, don't ever let anybody convince you that they don't know what it's like to be scared. Business is scary, period. You just have to get comfortable facing your fears and get comfortable with that whole thing. You have to learn how to conquer that because it's not going to ever go away. You just have... Who's at my door? Hi, Summer. Hello, baby. I guess it's not meant to be because it's just every time I try to do this with you guys, I get interrupted. And the first one was about not having enough money. So my advice to you guys who are... Get out, little girl. Come on, let's go. My advice to you guys who are afraid of that... Out. Fear is a very real thing. Not having enough money, especially when you're a parent. Oh my God. Especially when you're a parent, is a very real fear. At the end of the day, you do need to be able to put food on the table. You do need to be able to support your family. And a lot of people who jump into business do it with the purpose of being able to quit their job. And that's all they care about is I want to work for myself. I don't want to have to go to work. I don't want to have to do this and that. Obviously you need to know you need to have a way to keep money coming in while you're pursuing your dreams and your ambitions, your goals and things like that. You have to be able to put food on the table. At the end of the day, there's a difference between a job and a business. A lot of people just like the idea of having a business, that they forget that any business requires money. Any business, in order to grow, scale, expand, it's required that you have money to feed that business, or else it's just not going to grow. So I definitely never suggest just jumping off the porch, quitting your day job and jumping into your business. It just doesn't work like that. You need to have at least enough money coming in from your side business. In the beginning, it's okay. Keep it a side business. Grow it, nurture it, work on it when you're off of work, before work, whatever the case may be, on your lunch break. Nurture your business until you can grow it to the point where money is coming in and you can then make a decision. Okay, I'm making enough money in my side business. I'm making more, or I'm making just enough, to compare to what you were bringing in from your 9 to 5. And then you can make a level-headed decision if it's worth leaving your 9 to 5 to pursue your side business and make your side business a full-time hustle, a full-time gig. But before that, you guys, you don't ever want to be in a position where you are struggling to put food on the table. You're struggling to make sound decisions, because that's just it's just not a good way to start as an entrepreneur. It's not. And don't get me wrong, a lot of us who have been successful in business, we did start when our backs were up against the wall. We didn't have a 9 to 5. We had no way, this was our only way, our only means of making money was with the business that we were trying to grow. And it's almost traumatizing. It's a lot of stress and burden when that's the case. So, if that is your circumstance and you do feel like you have no other option, you don't have a job right now, you have to make your business work, then let that motivate you and let that fuel you to make it work. But if you are someone with a 9 to 5 and you have a steady stream of income coming in, you have to understand that that's guaranteed. That's a blessing. Even if it's annoying to wake up early, even if it's annoying, that asshole boss, whatever, let that fuel you. Let that income, that paycheck that you have, let that help your side business flourish. So save your money. Grow your business on the side. And then once you're making at least the same amount that your 9 to 5 was making you, then you can make a decision if it's worth leaving and pursuing or not full time. So that's my take on that, just to recap from the other 5 lives that I try to do to get that out. The second objection that I usually get, or I hear most often, is about time. And we were just talking about this, and this is a very real one. At the end of the day, the majority of people that I speak to are women. they're moms, they're busy as hell. Like, they're busy. It's 2020. We got a lot of shit going on. People are juggling a lot of different stresses, a lot of different obligations. So I understand not having the time. And when you're just getting started in your business, you can't really afford to have a team. I'm very, very blessed 3 years in to have a team that helps me keep my head on straight. But in the beginning, I didn't have that. In the beginning, I was my bookkeeper, I was my social media marketer, I was my ads manager, I was my website designer, I was my customer service agent, I was my accountant. I wore every hat in my business because I didn't have the resources and the funds to have a whole team supporting me. So until you get to that point, just know, like, it is normal. Like, it's okay. You're going to have to be a one-man show for a little bit, and you have to get really structured with your time. You have to allocate certain time to your business if you want it to grow. And there's just no way around that. So if you work a 9 to 5, that's fine. You're working for someone else's dream, right? That's totally cool. It's putting money on in your pocket and food on your table. So that is a blessing. But when you're home from that 9 to 5, after you shower, feed the kids, blah, 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 even if it's just laying in bed, reading some blog articles about your business model or educating yourself, whatever it is, you need to dedicate and allocate time for your business. Like, whether it's an hour in the morning before work, whether it's sitting in the parking lot of your job for an extra 30 minutes listening to a podcast, whether it's taking notes and having whatever it is for you, you have to make that time. What else? So time blocking is really, really important. Especially so that you're not feeling overwhelmed. When you just look at kind of like the bigger picture of like everything that you have to do and everything that you have to get done, that's going to overwhelm anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a very overwhelming thing. So it's best to just write things down, set goals for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Get things done like that. Just find a way that works for you, but don't let that be something that holds you back from getting started because you feel like you don't have the time. It's not a race. None of this is a race. You have time. But if your goal is to quit your 9 to 5 sooner than later, then the best advice I can give you is just to spend your time more wisely. You just got to be productive as possible is what it boils down to. And then eventually, you know, you're going to grow your business and you're going to expand your business enough to where you can afford that help. Okay. You guys can't let fear keep you from chasing your dreams. You just cannot. Fear is such a killer. It's such a dangerous thing because it can literally leave you stuck for your whole lifetime if you let that shit like fester long enough. It'll kill you. You cannot live in fear. You'll never get anything accomplished. So a lot of you guys also fear like not having support and not having like knowing where to get sales from. You're fearful of not knowing where to find clients and things like that. You guys, I don't care if you're the shyest person. Fear is so real and it's so paralyzing, and we all go through it. It's just a mental thing that we have to overcome. Every business owner, you know, we all have moments that we are in fear. Before this live cut out, I was just talking to you guys about a fearful moment I had recently that my friend had to call me out on. And it's true, it's crippling. But for whatever reason that you have fear, you have to mentally be strong enough to really just kick that shit to the side and go for it anyway. Because if not, like, what do you have to lose really? Like, all the unknowns and things like that. Like, I just posted this on my Instagram earlier. Like, you can sit here and plan and plot and try to perfect this whole master plan before you get started. But guess what? Like, just being into your business for a little bit, you're gonna realize like that whole plan you made is like null and void. It's not gonna help you. You're gonna hit obstacles that you didn't even think of, that you didn't even plan for. So that year, those 6 years, those 10 years that you spent planning was all for nothing because your business just went in a totally different direction that you never could have imagined. So it's okay to just jump in and figure things out as you go. Okay, I just want to like reiterate that. God, the universe will align you with your mission and your goals, and you will get there. You don't need to have a plan for everything in life. You really, really don't. Okay. So as far as what I was saying about, not knowing where or how to grow your business, a lot of you guys have to get out of your comfort zone. You have to be okay with sharing your ideas with people. I know, that can be like a blessing and a curse because people like to hate on others and stuff like that. And that's fine. You need to let that stuff motivate you and fuel you to continue regardless. Ask your friends to support you. A lot of times, even if they don't want to, when you directly ask somebody like, can you support me in this? Like, I wrote a book. Do you mind can I send you a free copy of my book and you give me a review on it, or you share it on your Facebook page? Like, a lot of times people just don't know that you want them to do certain things, so they don't do it. We call it hating and things like that, but people have their own lives and own shit going on. Don't expect or be mad if your friend's first instinct wasn't to repost your business or shout out your business or buy from you. Sometimes you literally just got to ask them. Sometimes you got to, if you're launching something, a new website or a new book or a new project, go down your list of contacts in your phone and just be like, hey, how have you been? I hope all is well with you. Listen, I'm launching this new product. I think you would love it. Do you mind? Can I send it to you for a review? Can I share with you my idea? People love that. They love feeling included when it comes to big things that you're working on. So don't be afraid to do that, okay? And it's free, because if they're your friends, they're gonna support you, and there's nothing better than free promotion, So utilize that, leverage that. If you're a makeup artist, if you're starting off as a hairstylist, whatever the case is, any business, utilize the network that you have. Even if it's not a huge one, just utilize them. Ask them to spread the word for you, to share your information, share your contact if ever there's an opportunity for business that you kind of fit in. Ask them to always consider you and plug you whenever possible. Sometimes people just need to be told or asked to do that, and they will support you. Don't just count your friends out and act like you don't have a support system, because sometimes people, if they're your friend, they're gonna want to see you do well, period. And if they don't, then I think that just helps you in a different way, because now you know where you stand with that person and you can kind of fall back. So boom. A lot of you guys don't like to go live. A lot of you guys don't like to kind of show your face. A lot of you guys, are shy and things like that. You guys, I get it 100%. I get it, because I'm like that too. You have to do it. And to be honest with you, as a drop shipper, that's the only business that I really know of personally where you don't have to see or talk to anyone at all. So this was another reason why in the beginning, when I found out about drop shipping, I was like, yes, hold on. I don't have to see anybody. I don't have to talk to anybody. Even with ads, I don't have to be in the ad. You're kind of in the shadows as a drop shipper. You don't have to be the face of your company. You know what I'm saying? You're not good enough and your confidence is super, super low. How are other people going to feel confident to give you their money? They're going to be like, oh, well, if she doesn't really rock with her own business or her own clothing line, if she doesn't wear her own stuff, if she doesn't blah, 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 then why the hell would I want to? You know what I mean? You have to be confident when you go into business. Even if you're scared shitless, you have to be confident about the journey that you're pursuing, the endeavor that you're pursuing. It's a beautiful thing to grow something from the ground up. And a lot of y'all just need to embrace that. You guys are so scared of failing. You're so scared of what other people are going to think. Half the time, these people are not doing shit with their own lives. So what the fuck do you just get started, because you're going to fail. I promise you. I fail all the time. Last month was a fucking epic fail, if you really want to know. It was an epic fucking fail. My business was down, I would say at least 50%, and that crushed us. It took us from a 6-figure month to 50% motherfucking less. And that's just part of business. It's get out the kitchen if you can't stand the heat. But yeah, y'all have to push through. You have to just get over the fears, because these fears will cripple you and keep you stuck and broke forever, you guys. I'm telling you, you have to get over the fears. These people, everybody that you see doing well, it's not that we're smarter. It's not that, we got it easier growing up or anything like that. It's simply, the only difference is that we failed more. We were quicker to jump in and fail so that we could figure out what works. And now, so I'm going to keep this quick because I keep getting interrupted by my friends who keep calling. The last one that I want to talk about, I was able, hopefully, to save the last live, so I'll upload it because I think it'll be helpful for you guys to just have these reminders. But quickly, before the last one that I want to talk about is a big objection, and honestly, it's my favorite one because it's fear of getting started because you feel like you don't know enough about your industry. That's very valid. You know what I'm saying? Like, feeling like you're not experienced enough, you're not a professional enough, you haven't been doing it long enough, you haven't made enough money in that space yet. Blah, 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 blah. All those things, those excuses, those things that keep you from getting started in business. The reason that's my favorite one is because I promise you guys, no matter how much experience you have, we live in a day and age where things are just always developing and always changing, especially if you're in my industry and you make money online. This is just the one of many industries that is ever changing. The ways and the techniques and the strategies and things like that you learned 5 years ago, even sometimes 5 months ago, they are not going to work now. And that's why, if you're going to work with someone, let's just say a mentor or a coach and things like that, it's so important. The community is so important because the community is what is alive and in real time. Sign up for a course or a mentorship that does not have an active live community. Don't join something like that. I don't care how cheap it is. I don't care how whatever it seems, you guys, it's not going to help you the way you expect it to help you because you need that live interaction. Why? Because material, tactics, strategy, marketing, all of that shit is a live breathing thing. It changes. So you need to devote yourself to being a student always. You know, rich people, wealthy people, they don't say that shit for no reason. It's the truth. You have to be willing to be coachable. You have to be willing to be always growing and developing your brain and your skill set because things change. So I don't care how much you've spent in the past or how many years you practice this and that. You're going to jump in, and in 6 months, guess what? Facebook is going to change its layout and it's going to knock you off for a few days. You're going to be like, wait, what? I'm so used to learning it like this and seeing it like this. And oh my God, now it's different. I don't know what to do. You're going to be all stressed out. You guys, it's just a part of the game. You have to be willing to constantly be learning. So I say that to say, if you start your business and you don't feel like you're so, you have all the answers. Oh my God, I still have so much to learn. Welcome to the club. You're always going to have so much to learn. Always. Like, you're always going to have so much to learn. And it's okay. Like, you can still make money while you're learning. For example, okay, I drop ship. I teach drop shipping. One of my businesses, let's see. Let's just talk about digital products, for example. So digital products is new to me because I am a drop shipper. So ebooks and selling things that don't really exist, that aren't really tangible and physical. Like a course, for example, that's a digital product. An ebook is a digital product. Things that you can sell that are not actual physical things, those are digital products, right? This whole industry is new to me. That didn't stop me from making $1 million though, off of digital products. It didn't stop anything. Now, do I spend a lot of time ripping my hair out and stressed out, crying like a little baby, cursing everybody out that I am around because I feel like X, Y, and Z? Yes, of course, absolutely. I'm walking around barely making it half the time. But you guys, it didn't stop shit. I still made money. I still learned. And that's my point. You can learn as you go. You can't expect to go into everything having all the answers. You have to be willing to fail and you have to be willing to grow in your business. So I just wanted to throw those things out there. That's what, 5 or 6 things. 5 things that we discussed. I'm so sorry that I kept getting knocked off of here. And I thank you guys for coming back over and over and over. That shit was very annoying. But I think you guys really needed to hear that. And I think that the minute you become comfortable and okay with fear and understand that it is a normal emotion, it's very, very normal, but you can kind of like just push it to the back and be strong enough to kind of overcome those fears, then you can actually push through and get started. And you might be really, really, really shocked at where you are this time next year if you just jump in. You spend all this time worrying about things that have not even happened yet, then where does that leave you? That leaves you literally in the same spot, not moving, not making progress, just being stuck and scary. That's a shitty way to live, you guys. You cannot let fear hold you back in life. You just can't. So I really, really want to encourage you guys, take a chance. If there's something that you're interested in, if there's something that you want to learn more about, study it, be resourceful, look into it, but don't make it one of those things where you are too fearful of getting started just because you simply don't know what's on the other side. Like, you have to be scared, cool, push through. People who make it, the people you see on social media or people that you know in your life who have a lot of money and who are doing all the things that you aspire to do, they didn't get there by luck or chance. They got there by pushing through and fighting through their fears. That's it. That's the one thing that they did differently that you're still contemplating if you should or shouldn't do. So if you're scared because you don't feel like it's going to bring in enough money, cool. Keep your day job until you have proved yourself, proved your business, and you know that that business can support you and your family. Then you can make a decision if you want to quit that job. If you're afraid of not having enough time to support your business, just get organized about your time. Even if it's an hour a day. Listen, you can take one day out of the week or even one day out of the month and just dedicate that one single day to business, and you'd be shocked how much you can get done. Now, don't be on your phone, don't have the TV on, don't even have the radio on. Just laser focus and make that day count. And you'll be shocked. Like, you'll make a lot of progress. So it's still more progress than the person who never got started to begin with, right? And then if you have fear of people not supporting you, sometimes, again, you just have to ask people. You have to use the resources you have. Go down your email list. Go send out an email blast to everybody in your email. Send out a text message to every single one of your contacts. Hey, girl, I know it's been a while, but I've been working on something really dope and I want you to check it out. I want your feedback. I want your opinion. Can I send this to you? Can you check this out for me? Can you give me your opinion on it? Can I come over and do your makeup for free and take some pictures of you so I can use as promo? Can you tell your friends about me if anybody's looking for a hairstylist? I'm really trying to brand myself as a hairstylist, and if you have any friends, I'll do their hair for free in exchange for some pictures. You guys, leverage your network. Stop acting like you can't ask. Stop acting like you're too high up and you're just too, like, what? At the end of the day, if you have a business idea, that's for you and you, that's it. Like, do it for you. You have a reason, right? Your kids are depending on you. Your family is depending on you. You are depending on you. You have this goal, this dream your whole life, and you've always been so scared to see it through. Now's your time. And you're going to let Instagram people make you feel like you're not cute enough to tell people about your business. Y'all, I come on here all the time, whether I use my story, whether I show my face, whether I write it out. I'm constantly promoting business in one way, shape, or form. I'm constantly talking to you guys about the things that matter to me, because if you don't talk about it, it's not real. If you're not talking and breathing life into your ideas, who's going to hear about it? Who's going to support you? Who's going to want what you have to offer if you're not telling anybody? You have to get in front of these people. And the best thing about social media is that it connects you with millions of people all over the world, and you don't ever have to meet them in real life. So this tool right here can make you so much money. I never thought Instagram would make me a millionaire. What the fuck? Like, for real. You can do this, okay? So get out of your own head. Get out of your own fucking head and get started. Stop being fucking scared. Where has fear ever gotten you? Where? Where has fear ever gotten you? Anywhere? Nothing good has ever come from fear. No? And then the last one, again, was feeling like you're just not professional enough. You don't know enough. You guys always have to be a student. Always be learning. And you can still jump into your business idea and learn on the side. I'm learning every day in my business. Every day. You guys, if y'all knew me in real life, you would be like, how in the hell has she made so much money? You guys, do y'all know? I'm not even going to get into this. Y'all are going to think I'm like retarded. But if I told you guys all the things that it takes in my business for me to be successful and hit the goals and hit the numbers that I hit on a yearly basis or a monthly basis, in order for me to get there, it takes a whole team, because little things like sending an email out stresses me out, you guys. I have a lot of challenges because I come from the makeup world. I come from beauty. If it's not red carpet and glam and Sephora and Makeup Forever and blah, 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 it's kind of over my head. That's just the truth. Me and technology, computers, software, coding, programming, website, all of that shit is new for me. I don't care if it's been 3 years. It's still, I didn't go to school for this. I'm not certified in anything. I didn't go take any special classes or anything like that to teach me how to do simple shit for me. But I still get it done. I still find ways, whether I have to pay somebody else to do it, whether I have to outsource it, whether I have to ask for a favor, whether I have to watch YouTube for 6 hours to figure out how to make a landing page or how to make a funnel or how to design a website or how to put in trust badges. Like, you can find anything on Google. You can YouTube a lot of different things. You can teach yourself. My point is, don't not get started because you don't know something. Just get started. You're going to learn along the way. So now you have no choice but to learn how to do new things. So my point is, you're always going to be evolving. You're always going to be learning. You're always going to be hit with things that you don't know the answer to. That's not a bad thing. It's because you're growing. It's part of the process. I love you guys, and I really just want to encourage y'all to believe in yourselves. Stop letting fear take over, y'all. There's people that are like 89 years old and you know what I'm saying? Like, we're fearful their whole lives, and we're so scared that they're still sitting at the bus stop because they were too scared to get their license. They didn't want to drive. They're too scared to get on a plane, so they've never seen anything new. How many people do y'all know that have never left their city? Understand, but it's like living in fear will keep you from experiencing some of the most beautiful things life has to offer. You have to push yourself. You have to fight through those barriers because your family needs you. You need you. Stop living for someone else's legacy. That 9 to 5 is a blessing, yes, but baby, you could be your own boss, employing other people with a 9 to 5. Give somebody else that blessing of needing a job through you. Be your own boss. Have something, build something up. Be courageous enough to build something that you could leave for your children. That's what life is all about. Our kids need us, period. These jobs don't give a fuck about us, period. Y'all should have seen that. Y'all should know that by now with Corona, and your job's letting you go. Your job's letting you know that you're just another replaceable employee to them on payroll. They really don't give a damn. So it's time to start living in your purpose. Fight through the fear, push through, and start creating something that you could be proud of. I don't care if it takes you 5 years. I don't care if it takes you 50 years. A lot of you guys are dedicated to jobs that have kept you exactly where you're at for the past 5 years, and you're not even complaining. You're not even tripping over a 25-cent raise in 2 years. What? Scared of if that's what you're living for right now. That's crazy. The potential is endless. You guys have to be confident. You have to believe in yourselves and your dreams. Again, don't expect anybody to believe in you, support you, if you're not even giving that, you're not even showing them that you support your own dreams. You won't invest in yourself. First of all, that's like the most ridiculous thing. Don't tell me you have a business, but you won't invest in your own business. You don't have a business. You have an idea. So, love y'all. Hope y'all have a great day. I'm going to go get these nails done because I'm looking absolutely crazy out here. Okay, see this? Crazy. We're going to get it together, though. But, yeah, you guys, just wanted to come on. Sorry for all the interruptions. I will try to upload this and keep this live for anybody who needs this message on a daily basis. All right, guys. Talk to y'all later. Bye.